think Anna can talk a little bit about the manners. I'll give you some background in terms of a survey that the NFID recently conducted to find out what people knew about influenza and prevention. So we surveyed 10 states, and we found that 90% of people or so realized that flu is serious. They recognize that flu spreads easily. 2/3 of the people we surveyed recognize that influenza vaccination is important for protection. So that was great news. I think there's a lot of awareness going on. But we also found some news that shows us that we've got some room to grow. And one of those misconceptions about influenza is the fact that they felt that antibiotics treat influenza. And they even, in the survey, suggested, about half the people we looked at, suggested that the flu vaccine can treat the flu. Now, those are both myths. The flu vaccine does not treat the flu. The flu vaccine prevents the flu. Likewise, there is only a prescription antiviral medication and that group of drugs that can potentially treat the flu specifically. Regular antibiotics like we'd use for a staph infection or a strep infection or things like that can't specifically treat the flu. Only prescription antiviral medications can treat the flu. And they are most effective if they're given within 48 hours of the time that people notice symptoms. So it's very important to contact your doctor or go to an urgent care center if you feel like you're getting the flu. My associate Anna Post is an expert at flu symptoms and how you can use good etiquette to recognize symptoms and to keep from spreading flu to other people.
Yeah, so this flu season, it's good to remember that good flu etiquette is really about good general etiquette, which is about being considerate of other people. And part of that means, frankly, not getting them sick, not exposing them to flu. So you want to be very aware and understanding of what the symptoms of flu are, so that if you're showing signs of them, you can contact your doctor right away or keep children home from school, cancel your appointments so that you aren't out and about spreading it. Think of the acronym, the word FACTS. F is for fever, A is for aches, C is for chills, T is for tiredness, and S is for sudden onset. That feeling like you've been hit out of nowhere by a ton of bricks and you're really feeling it. Those are the signs that this is probably flu and not just a cold. It's important to know that, as I said, so that you aren't out and around potentially getting other people sick. Now, because flu can be contagious, before symptoms even appear, it's a good idea to practice good flu prevention at all times. So this would include washing your hands regularly, coughing or sneezing into your elbow rather than your hands these days. If you use a tissue, one and done, and then throw it away. Don't keep it with you or use a hanky anymore, even though you might think that for good etiquette. So these are all things that are both good health tips, but also are good etiquette tips. In addition, you want to make sure to cancel appointments. So if you were going to head out to a holiday party, if you had a work meeting, if your child had a play date, for example, this is the time to cancel those and contact your doctor, because flu can be treatable if you catch those symptoms within 48 hours. We have a lot more tips on flu prevention and the ability to keep an eye on and track the spread of flu at flufacts.com and at nfid.org. In fact, there's a great coloring book called Are You a Flu Fighter for kids that parents can download at flufacts.com.